We're going to look at text shadows in this one and also border shadows. So text or a shadow around our text here, or shadows around our boxes and so on. We can use this to, for example, with the text, we can use this to, it's easier to see the text because it has two colors compared to only one. So it stands out a little bit more. Same with boxes, it can create the illusion of depth in the design and so on. Don't overuse it though, but it's a real helpful tool for many things, especially if you have a background image here, where the big blue one is, and you have something you need to hover over or text, and having the shadow can actually help it. So in our code, we're going to locate our A here, and inside this we're going to add a text shadow. So start typing text dash shadow. This will initiate it so we can start using it. Now we have to define where the shadow needs to come from, go to, and the color of it. So I'm going to just make it way too big, so I'm going to type 4px, 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 and then I'm going to assign a color and something we can see. I'm going with the green one in this one, so it's really not super pretty. We're going to check what this actually does before I explain it a little bit more. So right now you can see there's a green text up here, and you can also see it while hovering. What we've done now is we changed, basically we put in an extra color behind it pretty much, and then we're telling it how and where it should be placed. So the first one, if we change this to 1, save, you can see it moved back, so it moved a little bit left. So the first one is from here, and then it goes 4 pixels to the right on the screen. In this case we just changed it to 1, so 4 before, and it moves a bit more to the left. So this is the starting position. If you put it to 0, it's exactly the same place as the original text. So the first part of this is just moving it where it should start. Second one is how it should go down. So if I changed 4 to 1, it's going to be closer to this part. It's actually almost hard to see now because of the white, but once I hover, you can see there's still this glow around it. So this is from one side or the other. You can also do a minus if you want to, so -4, then you would go the other way. So this one is the horizontal line, this one is the vertical line. So changing this will increase the width of the shadow down or up. Now this part over here is the blur, so how big the shadow should be. So if I change this to 1, try and see how it's more snug fit now this. So it's actually just 1 pixel, 1 pixel, and 1 pixel wide. The blur is actually, how can we explain this in a good way? It takes 1% to go from 100 to 0, whereas it takes 5 pixels to go from 100% to 0, or to transparent basically. So let's see what happens when I put 5. If I click save as well, let's go for something bigger, so it's easier to see. And I made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, it's still there, but you can see the glow now is much bigger than it was before. I'm just gonna move it a little bit so it's easier to spot, and maybe change it to red. So red will be like so. That didn't help a lot. It helped a little. Yellow maybe. Oh god, I have to put in yellow. Yep. Yellow, bright yellow. There we go. So you can also use the logo up here as a reference. But right now we are changing this part here, which was the glow of it. We can even increase it to 100, so now it's almost impossible to see, but now you can see the glow is all the way around it actually. So the last one is just the blur part, and again, usually this is a little bit larger than this, so usually you would see something like this that would create sort of a good effect, because it's still 1 pixel below to the right, and there's still not only a sharp line, but again, it depending on your design and what you needed to do. So this would be 111, and now you can see this just looks like it's more 3D-ish. But that's just how you can add shadow for text. Now next one I'm going to show you how you can do it to a box instead.